I just made a major announcement with Jimmy Akin. Check the description.
Recently, I looked into how big the universe is. You know, obviously, our solar system, the planets that we normally see when we're looking at the pictures of Earth and compared to the other ones, but then also how small that is in the galaxy in which we live in, and then how small the galaxy is within the universe, the observable universe that we know about. I'm an atheist. I don't believe in the Bible anymore. If the Bible is true and Jesus is sent down for us, you know, hypothetically, God made all of humanity just for this purpose. Is the size of the universe a bit of an overkill for that?
So, could you restate what you're understanding the reason that God made man for?
Hmm. I guess it would be to worship God, but I guess I'm saying if we're put on this earth just for this purpose, and the earth is put in this universe just for that purpose, why so much?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it is counterintuitive that God would make a universe that's this big. I mean, the part of it we can see is 93 billion light years across, and that's just the part we can see. We have evidence that it's because of its flatness, we have evidence that it's probably at least the part we can't see is at least like 250 times bigger at a minimum, and it may be even bigger than that. So it does seem counterintuitive to me to say that out of all that enormous vast space with stars and planets and galaxies, that we would be the only thing here. It does seem like overkill. Now, to be fair to a person who would say he does think we're truly alone, God does other surprising things on a theistic view. You know, God becoming man, that's kind of surprising. Quantum physics, that's kind of surprising. So much of space being empty, that's kind of surprising. And so God does, on a theistic view, do surprising things. And it's thus not impossible on a theistic view, to suppose that God created this enormous vast space in order to enable just the human race to exist. So I want to be fair to the position to that position, but it does strike me as counterintuitive. Unfortunately, so do a lot of other things that happen to turn out to be true.
Hey, would it be fair if I add just one more question? And I'm okay hopping off and just letting y'all discuss this. But
What's your question?
if we were to assume there is alien life, would Jesus's forgiveness cover aliens?
Okay, I actually did
Totally
a whole.
hypothetical.
No, sure. Happy to handle it. I actually did an episode of Mysterious World on this. It's episode 55. So you can go to mysterious.fm/55 to hear the whole episode about the religious implications of aliens. But in principle, what we can say with confidence is that if aliens are in need of redemption, which they might not be, they might be unfallen, like the Venusians in C.S. Lewis's Space Trilogy. They were a race that didn't fall.
Lucky them.
Yeah, exactly. But if they are in need of redemption, then Christ's death on the cross would be sufficient to cover them, because Christ is God, and his death is of infinite value, and something of infinite value will cover an infinite number of sins. And so if they are in need of redemption, Christ's death on the cross here on earth would be sufficient to cover them. The question would then be, is it God's will to apply what Christ did on the cross here to them, or would he prefer to redeem them in some other way, such as perhaps by having Christ incarnate on their planet to give them a visible demonstration of God's love for them, the same way Christ gave us a visible demonstration of his love for us?